Hey, how y'all doing out there? This Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. Got to talk about Canelo Alvarez versus KO Plant. Now, you know, this is a fight that has to happen. It needs to happen. Canelo one belt away from being undisputed. But we having problems with the fight, unfortunately. Al Haymon has came in and told Canelo Alvarez, basically, if you want Caleb Plant, if you want this belt, you're going to have to sign up for some more fights. And basically, I guess that lineup going to consist of David Benavidez, Charlo, and maybe whoever else they want to put in that lineup. But the question is, how bad does Canelo Alvarez want to be great? You know, he's considered the pound for pound fighter in the world. I consider him the pound for pound fighter in the world simply because Terrence Crawford isn't getting the fights that he deserves. He's not being as active as Canelo Alvarez. So hands down, Canelo has the pound for pound spot. So he's trying to do the biggest thing in boxing some Floyd never did and be undisputed. But how great is Canelo trying to be? Is he really willing to be great? Why won't you just simply go over there and sign up with Al Haymon and get those three fights? You know, this makes Canelo look bad. For one, he's talking about fighting all these other fighters at 175. If he doesn't get the Caleb Plant fight, why not fight David Benavidez? I mean, instead of jumping back to 175, that would be better for you to just go ahead against um, David Benavidez. Now, when it comes to Caleb Plant, I don't think Caleb Plant really wants to fight anyway. I think that Caleb Plant could easily tell, Al Haymon, hey, Al, chill out. I got to get this fight. This is my chance to be put in the history books of boxing, be an undisputed fighter. Let that go. Um, when it's Charlo time for him to fight him or whatever happened after this fight, then y'all do that type of deal. But right now, I'm trying to be undisputed. But Caleb Plant has done this before. Caleb Plant came out and said that he contradicts himself a lot. One time he'll say, I'm always in the gym, I'm always in shape. But then when Canelo Alvarez offered him to fight the first time, he said that they only wanted to give him 4 weeks of training. Okay, if you're always in the gym and you're always in the shape like you say you do, Caleb Plant, then what was the problem with taking the fight? Once again, Caleb Plant did the same thing to David Benavidez when he had the title. David Benavidez screamed his name, 2, 3 years ago. No fight happened. It's always something when it comes to Caleb Plant. Now, I'm just hearing that he also has a hand injury that he's coming off of. He's saying he want to come in the ring right against Canelo Alvarez, which I can understand. Canelo a beast. But at the same time, every time it's time for Caleb Plant to fight somebody, a Canelo or David Benavidez, is something that goes wrong. And I think that Caleb Plant has a part in this too as well. Besides Canelo ducking, he should tell Al Haymon, hey, let me be and let me get this fight. Don't try to put no contracts on Canelo or nothing like that. I'm trying to be great. Handle that at another time if you want Canelo over here. But Canelo been doing this for years, been ducking and running from fighters, Demetrius Andrade, the Charlo brothers. The list goes on with who he done ducked. People get mad when you tell the truth about Canelo. He a hell of a fighter, great fighter, but at the end of the day, Canelo is taking the easiest route possible to put himself in the history books. And I don't think it's really him that's stopping this fight. I know he wants this fight desperately. This will really catapult his legacy, you know what I'm saying, put him up there. But you got to go out there and you got to take that deal, man. You got to show the public that you really out there and you the pound for pound champion of the world and that you're willing to fight anybody. Because Charlo, Andrade, the list goes on, Benavidez, a lot of fighters out there for you to fight, man. That you the pound for pound king. You do what you want, as they say. But when it comes down to real deal boxing talk, it's time for you to get in there and face them guys. Ain't nothing wrong with you going to get the biggest accomplishment in boxing and then having to fight a Charlo or a Benavidez after that. I think Canelo should take this deal. I think it's partly both of their fault. Like I said, Caleb Plant has the right to tell Al Haymon, stay out, let me do this, sign this contract, get in here, get my $8, $10 million, whatever they going to give me. But, I think this is both of their faults on this fight. I think that both of them, should, give in, turn themselves into this fight. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, just go ahead, sign the contract. It's like, it ain't like you ain't going to get paid. Al going to pay you good. You know that you're going to earn your money. I mean, you the biggest star, biggest name in boxing right now, the highest paid. So you're going to be guaranteed your money. But this just shows that Canelo Alvarez is not willing to be great like we think he is. He just want to go out there and grab that title, be undisputed, and then we're going to see him jump around and pick, more fighters that we don't even know about. I'm a fan of Canelo. I love his fight skills. I think that he will beat Caleb Plant, but we don't know until they fight. Caleb Plant is a good defensive fighter. He got skills to pay the bills, but I think Caleb Plant, when it's time to fight a 50% fighter that could possibly beat him, Caleb Plant don't want to go there. And that's just how I look. He did the same thing with David Benavidez. He doing the same thing with Canelo. Every time it's time to fight, he got a hand injury. The timing ain't right and all this and that. Caleb Plant, get your ass in the ring and go out there and be great. Canelo Alvarez, take that contract. Fight Charlo, fight David Benavidez, go out there, continue your legacy, and make it even greater. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I really have to say about this. I hope this fight happens. It's Easy Work Boxing 2. It's the new channel, y'all, so I thank y'all for tuning in. Please donate to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button, and I'll be sending more videos up. Thank y'all. My camera broke. That's why I got to keep turning it. So please donate.